Casino got the cover on. Yeah, right. Right, so we're on the tow ball now. To get the tow ball off, we'll just go through this process. You lift the black handle, lift it, you'll have to hold it up.
Yeah.
Wind it up on the jockey wheel. That'll remove it off the tow ball. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it, we're now off.
Yeah.
Normally then you make sure your handbrake's on, stop it rolling away.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So to get it on, to get it on, obviously line it up, lift that black handle, click it up. It should stay clicked up. Just leave it on. You should be able to leave it clicked up. If it's not clicking up, just wind it up a bit just wind it up a bit higher to start with. That's it, right. Well that should click in position now. Yeah?
Right.
Make sure it's over the top of the tow ball as you're lowering it. Lower it using the jockey wheel. That's it. You see that? That's it. Keep going, keep going. The handle will click in. That's it. So it's all the way down now.
Yeah.
What you also see is green button there. You should see the green edge to it.
Yeah.
That should indicate that the ball's in there. But to double check we are on, wind it back up on the jockey wheel now. Just wind it up.
Sorry, just remember which way to get around.
That's it, yeah. Wind it up. If it's winding the car up, it's lifting the car, it's on.
Right, okay.
If it wasn't, it would have popped off by now. Okay, so always make sure you do that check. We have had one customer recently who didn't, and the caravan came off. So you don't want that happening. So to get the van off, as we just did, to get it off, all you do is lift that black handle, wind it up on the jockey wheel.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and that will take it off the tow ball. So we've just got it back on now. So if you wind the jockey wheel all the way up now.
Up or down?
Yeah, up. As in winding the jockey wheel up into the position. Yeah.
Jockey wheel.
Yeah, leave the clamp on. Leave the clamp on.
Yeah.
Stop winding it up so the wheel goes up. That's it. You can see there's a groove.
On that on the floor when you.
No, that's it. So we're getting this out of the way now. So you can see that there's a groove in the collar. Keep winding, keep winding, keep winding, all the way down.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have to stick your foot over it just to guide it into that. So yeah, it's quite handy that. You can see the groove.
Yeah, you basically just sits in there, yeah.
That is there to lock the wheel to stop it spinning around when you're travelling. Okay, so once it's all the way up there, loosen the side jack. Oh, that one, that's right by you, that's it. Loosen that, and then pull the jockey wheel all the way up into the A-frame. So the position it's in now, and straight back, all the way up, lock that off. Okay, that's in a travel position now.
Right.
Obviously when you come to get it off, so when you get the caravan off your car, you loosen that off.
Yeah.
It might be worth doing a few turns on the jockey wheel first, just to loosen, as in the top one.
Right.
Loosen it off a bit, then loosen your jack, the side jack.
Right.
Drop it to the ground. That's it. Just got to be careful it doesn't drop all the way through. You see where the top of your jockey wheel is now?
Yeah.
The stem. Just make sure that doesn't drop all the way through. It can do if it's on a bit of a dip. Okay, then
whoops, like
see
that.
it like that, yeah. So just pull it back up a touch. That's why I say if you wind it down a few times before you do it. So just pull it back up again. Just pull it back up, all the way up.
Pull it back.
All the way up. That's it. Tighten it up. Tighten it off now.
Yeah.
Right, now wind it down 2 or 3 turns.
So just remember which way it's down.
That's it, yeah. That's it. Now loosen your side jack.
Right.
Down to the floor. That's it.
Right, yeah.
Tighten it back up on the side jack. That's it. Make sure it is tight. Then you start winding it up. That's it.
Right.
Then to get it off the car, you need to lift the black handle.
Yeah, fine.
And away it goes, yeah?
Okay, fine, yeah.
Yeah. So wind it back up again. So wind the jockey wheel all the way in. Make sure it's all the way in that. It's locked off in the centre there, or in the bottom of it. That's it. Loosen the side jack. Make sure it's in line with the A-frame. Yeah. Tighten it up. That's it. Next thing you need to do, your breakaway cable.
Yeah.
Right. There is a clip point here on your tow ball. The only issue with that is it may be that the cable may be a bit slack, or it may drag on the floor. Just see if it will clip onto that or not.
It will clip onto it, but
yeah, as long as it's not doing drag on the floor. Otherwise, you'll have to go around the tow ball. That's it. Yeah, that's all right. Do not wrap it round to see if you think you can shorten it, because that is not going to help the operation of that breakaway cable. Is there to pull the handbrake on the caravan if that hitch should come off the back of your tow ball.
Got you.
All right.
Yeah.
So make sure that is clipped on. You can make that the last thing to unclip when especially if you're on a bit of a sloping pitch. You can make that the last one to unclip once you've taken the hitch off. Remove that last. You can push the hitch down now. So the stabiliser hitch, which I didn't explain much of before. Stabiliser hitch.
How far does it go down all the way?
All the way down, yeah. Just push it down. Just take a bit of force. Put a bit of weight behind it.
I'm just taking it.
Yeah, is it going down? Right, let's have a go. Oh, you just want to hold on the camera. Yeah, it just needs a bit.
Right, got you. You just go all the way down there.
Yeah,
you
just
have
push
to
all the way
pull.
down.
Right, got you.
What that is what is called a stabiliser hitch. It's using friction on the toe ball. That toe ball needs to be grease free. Do not put any grease on it because all the style trailers don't have these stabiliser hitches on. They don't need grease. They do need grease. This doesn't. Okay, so this has got little tiny pads that uses friction on the toe ball, which slows down the movement. You start bouncing a little bit or weaving a bit.
Right.
That is there to slow it down. It's not going to eliminate all of it. If you load the caravan a lot of weight to the back of the caravan, the back end of it is still going to want to wag.
Right.
And that's not going to stop it. Okay, so just make sure you're being sensible with your loading. Any heavy stuff, if you've got something like an awning over the top of the axle or slightly forward of the axle of your caravan, try not to put any too much heavy weight near the back.
Right, they're going about nose weights and stuff.
Yeah, it's always best to have a slightly heavier nose than lighter nose. If you look at the angle of your caravan, if the nose is up in the air, obviously we're on a bit of a slope here anyway. If the nose is up in the air, one, it could be the tow bar's too high.
Right.
Or it might just be you've got a lot of weight in the back. So you may want to put a little bit more weight in the front of the van to push it down.
Right, got you.
If it's up in the air, the back end is likely wanting to start to wag.
Do you have to weight measure it or actually weigh it?
Yeah, you can get gauges, which you can buy in the shop if you wanted to, or you can get things like bathroom scales and a broom scale. Just make sure you got the same height as your tow ball. Then you just lower it onto the
Right,
stick.
yeah.
Yeah, and it will measure the weight of that. They recommend it's around about 7% of the weight of your caravan. Okay,
Right.
So it's a lot of calculations if you're quite happy with maths, but you may usually you can tell if the car's down on its wheel arches, you know
Yeah.
you've got too much weight somewhere. You've got too much weight in the back of your car, or too much weight in the back and the front of your caravan. Okay,
They're fine, yeah.
right, electrics. So you got your 13 pin. So you've got connections. Try not to get them tangled in. So if you see that there, you've got little knots there.
Yeah.
There's a similar one there, obviously the negative of. Line them up. Normally that flat bit there is on 90 degrees to the final position. So what we do is push that in, just lift that out the way, and then just push in and turn at the same time. Then that flicks over on top of the flat bit on that.
Right, got you.
Okay. When you turn it out, make sure you fully turn it left before you pull it out, because you can misalign it by a fraction and you can't get it back in again. So just make sure you fully turn it left before you pull that plug out.
Right, I'll give that a go a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Got the camera?
Yeah. That's it. Make sure it's fully turned as far as it'll go. That's it. And pull it out. And to put it in. So normally the flat bit is on 90 degrees to the lid as such. You see that?
So I'm just trying to line up there. See the
Yeah. So that notch is normally here.
Yeah.
So at 90 degrees, or
That's it, yeah,
that's
that's
it.
it, yeah.
Then push it in and turn at the same time. That's it. Then the flat bit goes onto the lid,
Right.
and you're on. Okay.
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Right. What we need to do now is check your lights.
Yeah,
Okay.
fine.
So if you want to